Swissy, don't be pissy. I don't know if he's ever heard that, but if he hasn't, you're welcome.
Uh, I guess.
Mildly unimpressed, okay?
Welcome to Sleuthcast with Dr. Bear, Bumpy Bear, and Swiss Bear. Join them in the den for some bear opinions on gaming. And now, our host, Dr. Bear.
Hi, welcome to Sleuthcast. I'm your host, Doc, and my co-host there as Fumpus with the Lumpus and Swiss. So yeah, we're gonna talk about Fumpy's bedtime habits and his personal habits. It's not really Fumpy, but you know.
I was gonna say, why is it so frowned upon?
What? Elaborate.
Okay, so for those of you who don't know, I like to get my 7-8 hours of sleep. Doc, not Swiss, because you're a psychopath. Doc, how much sleep do you get?
Depends on the day. Like tonight, I'll go to bed a decent hour because we work tomorrow. Other than that,
Right. I mean, like,
if I got work in the morning, probably like 9:30, 10 o'clock.
How much sleep is that?
5 hours. Because Mama didn't raise no bitch panda. No bitch bear here.
I don't know. I just something in me just doesn't allow me to properly function without a decent sleep. It's just especially working 12 hours. Like,
Whoa.
full sleep.
Hold up. For clarification, Fumpy is there for 12 hours. He's fucking around for about 11. He works for 20, and the other 40 he's on break. Does that sound accurate?
You're not wrong, but like,
Not right either?
when it's time to work.
Yeah, no, for real.
When it's time to work and I gotta work, we have a team of like 13, and like we can function with 6. Not saying I'm not needed, but like,
Bro, you're not needed. Anyway, so Swiss, you don't necessarily have a bedtime then, is what you're saying? Like, you just whenever you want to go to bed?
Even on a work night, somewhere between 10:30 and midnight. Not work night. It's not unusual for me to see 1, 2 o'clock in the morning. Be back up by 7 a.m. at the latest, 7:30.
obviously not on work nights, but do you take naps periodically?
Once in a while. Once in a while, like I'll
So
be
you're
doing
just-
stuff, and it's one of those like just kind of can't get going. But I'm that person that can, like, oh, okay, set an alarm for a half hour from now, lay down, take the nap, be done,
Mm-hmm.
or just sit down, whatever. Like,
Bro, I play nap
I need
roulette.
sleep. I can sleep anywhere, kind of thing. The idea of laying down and waiting to go to sleep, straight trash. Fucking hate it. Pisses me off. There are a million other things I could be doing. I would rather, and I guess I'm this kind of person, like, I will play a game or something until I start nodding off, and then it's like, oh, save, go to bed, cool, whatever.
So I know you don't like sleep. Is it an insomnia thing, or is you just don't like it?
You don't like just it's not priority at all. I get sleep when I need sleep, and that's that. 8 hours, 4 hours, 12 hours feels the same. I'm also a person that more often than not, like, the alarm goes off, and 2 minutes after the alarm goes off, I'm the exact person you're talking to now. Like, I'm awake, I'm ready to go. Let's do this.
Do you not get irritable sometimes?
Bro, we know he gets irritable, but it's with the situations. Never. He works with us, bro,
Right.
okay? So, like, if he can't do it, he works with us all the time. And we're chaos, dude. We're the chaos team. And he's our center point.
In all fairness to that question, you're the kind of personalities I surround myself with generally, so, like, no, I don't find it grating that way by any means. Yeah, don't get me wrong, everybody wakes up sometimes and not in the best mood that day, but, like, no, 4 hours of sleep, 2 hours of sleep, that doesn't change my personality and my mood for the day. It just changes how much effort I put into certain things. And even then, that's not by much. In the year and a half now that you've known me, Fump, Doc, 2-3 years now,
Mm-hmm.
how often do you ever see me actually, like, completely wiped out or not able to function or even sick and otherwise? I can still do pretty much anything. There's some stuff on the channel here where I was sick as hell and stuff, but I still got through the live streams I needed for the day and all that.
Obviously, you'd rather be doing something. You want your mind to be active, or proactive. I don't know. Anyways,
Productive, maybe.
yeah. So what do you want? Productive. That's what I want. That's what I wanted. So there is no just like sit down and just relax for you. It's always like I can do this. I can do this. There's no like let's just take a second to chill.
Your definition of relax and mine are two different things.
Yeah, I think that's a big thing where
my
everybody
idea
has
of
a different...
relaxing is watching a documentary and learning something new, or actively doing, like, I find those things relaxing.
I'm over here eating bamboo and spicy ramen, dude. That's my happy
I'm
place.
over here, like, I just watched a whole thing on Nicky Loud. Nicky Loud is a Formula One driver who was considered one of the best, raced for Ferrari, is one of the first guys to be a engineer and driver, so like he
nice.
really helped them rein in their cars because he could get in the car and tell you what wasn't working, what was working, how things were wearing and stuff. But
you know what's weird? That's like a factory that doesn't hire a manager from the floor. Continue.
Right. So this dude, though, after winning a championship in, I want to say it was 75, 76, he's leading the division and stuff. He's in first place in points. They are at, I believe it was Nuremberg, and he's in a crash. 40% of his body is burnt. They end up having to drain his lungs multiple times.
That's
He spends
fucking
the next,
brutal.
like, month in the hospital while still recovering from the burn wounds and skin grafts. He continues to race. Not
My
just
dude
race,
just threw his
he
dick
wins
on the
races,
table.
like,
Yeah, that's crazy.
before getting to the final race of the season, it's raining again. Nicky takes a couple of laps, calls it. Like, he just doesn't want to do it that day. It felt wrong, felt dangerous. And all this stuff happened within, like, a couple of months of him getting married. Dude's life was interesting, but, like, that's my version of relax.
All right, that's fair. All right, so I guess we can go to what do you do to relax, Vump?
So here's the thing. Like, yes, I play games to relax. I do all that stuff.
Mhm.
But like, even if I'm trying to relax, I have my chair reclined, feet up, all that jazz. Like, I can stare, and I'll start getting like motion sickness where I just feel like I need to put my head down. Like my head just gets heavy, it gets a little dizzy. So like, that's where I'm just like,
That's a wrap. It's my night.
like, yeah.
That's
Like,
fair.
and then there's point where like I can't. It gets to the point where I can't even like focus on like jack shit. Where like my brain just like is like, we need to shut down, and we need to shut down right the fuck now.
It's like the
So, like-
SpongeBob meme where everything's on fire and they're all running around. It's bedtime.
It kind of started getting into a more like serious. Like, obviously I don't have epilepsy, but my friend does,
Yeah.
and he had to take his sleep fucking serious, like way more serious than I have. And then I started doing some research on epilepsy just because
I thought you were gonna
my
say Kegels,
curiosity.
but hey.
Your mom taught me all about that. Boom. Anyways.
Oh.
No, with the whole epilepsy thing, I started doing research, and I kind of did a deep dive into sleep. And obviously, we all heard about the whole the Russian sleep experiment or whatever the hell, where they kept people up and they kind of like started hallucinating.
Oh, dude.
Fucking,
We
it
should
was
talk
fucked up.
about that. That's
So-
a good ass story.
I just started researching on how important sleep is and everything. Obviously, I have kind of two sides of this where, yeah, it takes up a huge chunk of time, and it's kind of, it sucks. It really fucking does. Because, like, look at the big CEOs and the multi-million-dollar people where they're only sleeping 3-4 hours just to, get back to work or whatever. Money's cool and all, and focusing is cool, but, like, I don't know, health and all that jazz is semi-important to
That's
me.
true,
And
because
be
at the end of
around
the day,
people
your
and-
sleep does affect your mental health. So if you're suffering from anxiety, depression, all that shit,
And I'm
getting
already-
more sleep could help you.
Exactly. Yeah, and I'm already fucked as it is, so I don't need that to be worse.
So I guess,
So-
like, for me then, as the non-sleep bear, I catch like 4.5 hours, 5 hours of sleep, and I wake
Mhm.
up. I'm awake. Now, I can force myself to lay back down and catch a couple more hours of sleep. However, I physically feel like crap then. Everything hurts, my muscles are sore, I have a hard time moving around.
That's because you slept too
and
much.
that's normally when I'm groggy and have a hard time, like, waking up and doing stuff I want to do. So for me, it's like, no,
Which
I
I agree.
already naturally
Like-
woke up. I'm awake. Why the hell am I attempting to, like, oh, but I only got so many hours of sleep. I'll catch the sleep when the body says I need to sleep.
And that I agree with. Like, if there's days where I fall asleep at, let's say, 12, and I wake up at 6, and I'm just naturally awake, I'm just like, okay, That's fine.
Mm-hmm.
And let's get the day started. But like, if I wake up because I need to take a piss and I'm still tired as shit, I'm probably gonna lay back down. Like, cause I'm comfortable with 6 hours. 6, 7 is like a perfect amount. 7 to 8 is what you need.
I can function on 4.
Is, like you said,
That's the minimum.
I have functioned on 4, but I just know like when I get home, like obviously working the 12 hours or whatever, when I get home, just like I'm done.
Yeah.
I ain't doing shit. I'm laying down.
I functioned
Like,
on
I
4
feel
for
like
an
I'm
entirety of a deployment. That's what I'm
over
saying.
Here, like, as long as I got 3, I can go the next 24 hours doing what I need to do, kind of thing. Don't get me wrong, the last like 6 are rough as shit, but I can do it.
I know my bedtime is whenever I'm tired, because if I don't go to bed when I'm tired and I stay up, I was like, say I'm playing a game and I was like, oh, or whatever I'm doing, I'm like, I got one more thing to do. By the time I'm done and I'm not tired anymore, then I can't sleep. I hate, like, if I sleep in, I kind of get mad because it's like I want to get up and do stuff. Like Swiss, but I also will get some sleep. So I try not to. My wife is always like, take a nap. No, I would rather not.
I cannot, for the life of me, nap, and it sucks. I'm very jealous of the people who can just like be in this chair, just gone. Like I can't do that.
Anywhere,
like I need
bro.
to be.
Oh, dude, I do that in my chair. I
hate
go to
that
get my kids from school, and I'll go like a half hour early just because it's a shitty area where you are because there's a lot of residential, no parking. So I park. I fall asleep. Next thing you know, the kids are in the car. They're like, "You ready to go, Dad?" "Yeah, I'm ready. Let's go." I'll take a little nap, but I'm not fully asleep.
My first weekend shift job, so it was my first time ever doing 12 hours. And this was when I first got the kid too, and I was working 5 p.m. to 5 a.m. and then I had to get the kid at like 11 or noon or whatever. So I stayed up that entire time. I caught myself a couple times where I'm just driving, I'm just like nodding off and everything. I'm just like, oh fuck, oh, okay, this is not safe. This is not good. So like I had to like reschedule like a little bit later so I can actually get like some sleep or some shit like that. So when I say I want to fall asleep anywhere, not in front of the wheel.
True, Dad. Don't do that. That's bad.
Don't fuck.
Now, if you're tired, do you have a hard time driving?
No, like if like hypothetically like it's 9 o'clock on a work night or whatever, and you're like, hey, you need to come get me. I'm in trouble. Blah blah blah. That's fine. It's just like.
What if I lie to get you to come over and save me from myself? And then you come and save me, and I'm actually just naked eating ice cream.
As much as I love you, buddy,
Would you be pretty pissed?
I don't trust you. Like, hypothetically, give me a scenario where you would call me at 9 o'clock and you're like, you need to come over.
I murdered somebody.
Like, cause I'm like, turn yourself in, bitch. Good night.
All right. So Floppy will not save you from a murder charge. All right, good to know.
Like, I'm not gonna go to jail for you, motherfucker.
Dude, that says a lot. I wouldn't go to jail for anybody, not even my wife. Fuck that. I like my freedom way too goddamn much.
Like, what did the person you murdered do? Like, anyways, that was a tangent. Sleep is important. As long as you got your shit together, I don't really care what you do. I think one of the reasons we brought this conversation up is because I don't want to say turmoil, but like scheduling issues to do majority of this stuff.
Yeah. We like to harass Floppy.
It's like, all right, I told Swiss one night, I was like, all right, man, let's stay up later. Let's fucking get some shit done or whatever. And we started at 9, and I think come like, 11, I was like, all right, well, time to hit the old dust trail.
That was when they flip-flopped our shift that weekend, yeah.
And I was over here like, I made a cup of coffee. I was ready for this to be a 2-3 a.m. thing. Let's do this. Dude, you didn't even make it to midnight.
I was like I'm tired. I didn't even make it till 10 o'clock. I was out, bro.
It's funny because, like I said, like I was trying. I had the mindset of doing it, but then, like I said, my head gets fucking dizzy, and I was like, I can't.
Your body just gets used to the things, yeah. And I know for like Swiss, he's good with his amount of sleep. He knows the optimal amount for your body. Once you know that, it makes living your life so much easier. They say you need 8 to 10, but if your body wakes you up at 5, then I guess you needed 5. Because you should wake up feeling more refreshed and not like exhausted. Because if you go back to sleep and then you wake up exhausted, it's because you slept too much.
It's not even so much that I have anything against sleep or that I'm like the most productive person in the world by any means. It's not even a like, oh, I have important things I could do. It's just there are other things I could do than lay here.
So when you go to bed, you want to go to bed and then go right to sleep kind of thing, not fucking around. Okay. Yeah, because for
Oh,
me,
yeah. Like,
I think it takes
I'm
me
not
like 10
I,
minutes to fall asleep.
so like I know people in my life that are like, dude, taking a 3-hour nap is like one of their favorite things. So you slept 10 hours last night, you woke up, you did something for 2 or 3 hours, then decided to take a 3-hour nap in the middle of your day, and it was the highlight of your damn day.
Yeah,
Meanwhile, you went to bed at the same time to get another 10 hours of sleep. I don't understand you.
That's where it's a depression thing. No?
Like that it is a legit one of his favorite. Like some of them, that's just what
Oh,
it is.
okay. I was gonna say because I know
They
with like
enjoy
mental
the
health type
sleep.
stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, like it's part of just who they are.
The avid
like
sleep
I said,
enjoyer.
again, not that it's anything important, but like in the time it took you to say 3-hour nap, I thought of like 7 things I could have done with 3 hours.
You're not wrong.
Another thing with naps too, I hate taking a nap because then I wake up like, what fucking year is it and shit like that. Like I'm so disoriented when I take a nap.
What fucking year is it?
Sorry, bro.
It's like you fell into the cryo thing with your fucking pizza, dude.
I don't know. I wake up a completely different person when I take naps because I'm just like, even if like I'm tired and know I can take a nap, and I'm not gonna wake up refreshed. I'm gonna wake up like
Super groggy.
more annoyed than anything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's because you weren't intended to take naps, man. That's why third
Also,
shift people get such fucked up schedules because you were never intended to work over the night. Like
Dog,
physiologically, think about it. When it got dark back in the day, like when we was cavemen and shit, it got dark. You stayed in because scary shit came out in the dark. And of course, production.
My parents, 35 fucking years they've been working third shift, and they literally come home at 7 a.m., take their nap for like 3 hours, wake up, do what they need to do throughout the day, which I'm assuming has to do with the kids and getting ready for school and getting off of school and everything, and then come fucking 4 or 5 o'clock they go back to bed. So they have like this like on and off thing, and they've been doing this for how long? Like no, like I cannot.
That sounds
plan
annoying to me just
like
thinking
that.
about it. Yeah. And
Like, I don't
they
know,
love it,
like,
huh? They
have
function
family
just fine.
or struggle. They function, yeah.
Yeah. Then, because I know my little brother, he's a night owl kind of guy. Like even my son, like they don't like to sleep at night. They want to sleep during the day because they want to be up all night. And like those are the third shifters, but like naturally, I'm fucking tired, man. I did third shift for a while. I can't do it.
No, it's
I
funny.
worked
Like through my
second shift
teen
for a
years
few
or whatever.
and loved it.
I heard second shift's actually pretty nice. Anyways, we're not even supposed to be thinking about factory jobs because fuck that.
We're
Anyways,
bears, dude.
throughout my teen years and into my early adulthood, I was 100% a night owl. Like I would, like, literally crave to stay up at night to walk the streets at night just to go, you know, do some hoodwink shit. But no, and then just I don't know if it was because of the kid or whatever. I literally just like completely 180. I was like, we sleep at night, god damn it.
And now Fumpus Maximus here has to be in bed by 7:30, or he grumpy.
Swiss bears are semi-nocturnal.
Dr. Bears are super chaotic and will do whatever they feel like. Do you have a routine when you go to bed? Like, oh, it's half hour before bed, I'm going to turn off my electronics, or I'm going to go for a walk, or whatever. You know, like everybody has their thing. Do you do anything like that? Because I personally have to walk the dog.
As I sit here and preach mental health, unfortunately, I am one of the people where I watch my phone until not until I pass out. Like I'll get to the point where I'm just like, okay, it's time for bed, turn it off, and then I'll probably like sit there. There was a point in time where I was like literally like, all right, no electronics, because obviously studies have shown it's not good. It doesn't help you sleep. It doesn't do any of that. It actually stimulates your brain, keeps you awake. So there was a point where like I turned everything off, complete darkness, where I listened to podcast or if I was just being in complete darkness.
Complete darkness and silence sounds like a form of torture.
I love it.
See, that's
I sleep with the fan on though, just for that ambient noise. Yep. But other than that, it's completely silent.
Like if you get me in like a cryo chamber or whatever, not a cryo chamber, but like a dark, no sound, no noise, no nothing, I would probably go insane. So yeah, no, I need a fan on and all that jazz. But I tried counting sheep. I counted to 100, counted backwards from 100, try to get my brain.
Do you want to know? I have a trick that we used in the military to be able to fall asleep like in minutes. What you got to do is you got to. Is it the what?
The tightening the muscles and everything.
Like my butthole or what? Because I'm really confused.
Well, because ways like fall asleep instantly, and I heard like the army uses where like from like starting from your like head, your face, and going all the way down to your body. It's like scrunch your face really hard, scrunch all your muscles.
Oh
and
no,
just
I don't
hold
fuck
it
with
for,
that.
like, 20 seconds. And then
I've never seen anybody actually do it because I probably would have made fun of them for looking like an idiot. No, I take I do. It's breathing. It's all breathing. I just you inhale through your nose really deep. You hold it, and I count about 5 to 10, and then I exhale very, very slowly. Do that about 5 or 6 times. You'll be fucking droopy eyed. I was like, first time I tried, I was just thinking it'll work, and I did it, and I was like, holy fuck. So if I ever struggle to sleep, I'll do that. And it helps relax you. Yeah, definitely try it. It works wonders for me. But yeah, I like if my kids come in my room, I'm like, TV needs to be off. I can't sleep with it on. I used to, as a kid, would have a TV on all the time. Now I don't even have a TV on.
So as a cub, I always had like music playing, the radio.
Mm-hmm.
It's a TV now, but it's more so because I need the distraction. Laying there in the silence only amplifies the like. There's a million things you could be doing. Well, at least I'm laying here listening to this.
True.
Or whatever. Like, it's actually a way to calm that for me.
How many
Like,
alarms do you have set in the morning is the next question I have for you guys. Cause
Depends on how important the thing is.
for work, I've got like 7.
What was the question?
How many alarms do you set on your phone
How many alarms
in the
you
morning
got?
to get up? Swiss Bear's probably got fucking 1.
I-
Or he just natural bear
No.
ambition wakes him up on time.
No, and it's because of our cats.
I thought bears ate cats.
Dude, that's funny as shit. So, I have 5 alarms set for work.
Yeah.
And it like alarms, I can probably sleep through them. I change my alarm sound periodically.
Yeah, otherwise
But,
you get used to it.
No, you get a fucking cat scratching at my door, or if I hear a slight fucking pissing sound in the fucking corner, I'm up. I'm up out of bed, fucking ready to fight and everything. So there's like slight sounds, like even like a baby crying or whatever. That shit fucking hops me out because I'm like, keep my kids in trouble, shit like that. So like, there's like things like that where we'll fucking, I'm out. Let's
Yeah.
start fighting or some shit like that.
So if
But,
we
no
named
alarm.
if you had a son and we named him Gotham and we said Gotham needs you, would you roll out of bed right away? Like, I got to save the fucking day? Because I know Swiss would. Gotham needs you.
My cursor's over the disconnect. I almost left the chat. So bad.
Yeah, it's fine.
Oh, you said it was the cats.
So yeah, it's 3.
So 3.
Well, it's actually just funny. So, first one goes off 15 minutes before I actually have to get out of bed, and that's because of one of our cats. It's the reason it started anyway. One of our middle cat now, Ginger, is very attached to me, and for a while there, it was when my alarm would go off, she would sprint into the bedroom when she heard it, and she would sit on my chest and like try to hold me down, start purring real hard and shit, and like she'd freak out because she knew I was leaving.
She was healing
So
you
it
from the
turned
work
into
disease.
A 15-minute period where like I'd pet the cat, get the cat to mellow back out and stuff, and we'd be good. And I've just kind of kept it that way. And we've got multiple cats, and now it's funny because every morning it's kind of a different cat or whatever going on.
So literally your alarm goes off and the cat's like, "What up, bitch?" and jumps on you. It's like, "You're going to pet me now."
Yeah.
Nice. That's cool. I can dig it.
So,
My
yeah,
cats
I
respond to
wake up
my
to-
voice when I tell them, "Come here," and I call them by name. They come and do what I ask them to do. I did.
Kitty,
Our
over
Shih Tzu
here.
for the most part.
Nice. Honestly, I never knew that was like a thing, and then my wife was doing it. I was like, "What are you doing?" And I called the cat, and he came, and I was like, "Holy fuck!" For me, I have to get the kids up for school. I have one alarm. I set it at 6, and I usually wake up about 6:30 because the alarm's been going off for half hour. But to go to work, 15 minutes apart, and if I sleep through, because that way it's long enough that the phone doesn't turn the alarm on silent. It
So I
works.
have to ask the question here. You guys are talking about sleeping through alarms.
Yeah.
I rarely do this. Then again, I have an alarm tone that is just not pleasant. And I don't mean like a
It's really
beeping that's
ah!
unpleasant. Actually,
No, it's Joe Buck and Troy Aikman.
Carousel music with screams. So
Oh, hell
I
yeah.
literally wake up to like dun dun and shit like that.
Not that we would say Joe Buck and Troy Aikman, the most unsavory sound on the planet, but hey, no, they're
So
right.
for sleeping through alarms, again, I will admit I am partially very definitely addicted to my phone. So like obviously I have my phone next to my pillow. So let's say alarm goes off and just like I wake up, click it, and then I'll have phone in hand, and then I'll probably place it under my pillow, and then so if I'm like, I have my phone in hand, so like if I hear it, I'm just gonna press button, and I'll probably do that like subconsciously, and then I'll just like press it and sleep through it.
Nice. Yeah, I think the problem with a phone being an alarm, it's real easy to reach your hand over and silence that fucker when it's next to you charging.
In high school, my parents had to get me a fucking one of those old-timey alarm clocks with a hammer and everything.
Did you yeet that shit across the room?
Oh, I fucking hated it. I fucking hate that sound.
Because I had one that played like jungle sounds, right? So I had it on blast. And if you wake up, the fucking monkey's screaming at you, dude. It's terrifying. I jumped out of bed the first time because I didn't know how loud it was going to be. And I'm panicking. I'm like, fuck, how do I turn this off? Fuck. I just unplugged the bitch because I couldn't figure out how to turn it off. And it was like 4 a.m. That was one of the best times I've ever had waking up where you're like, fuck, how do I turn this off? But it's so funny that the monkey's like,
In high school, my parents, for Christmas one year, I got a stereo. It's a 3-disc CD changer, but it had a clock in it and everything. It would work as an alarm clock. However, you couldn't set the volume. It would just turn itself on. There were more than a few times where I had been jamming out before school and then never turned it back on and left it at full volume and woke up to random rock music, full fucking blast, 7 o'clock in the morning, and just shit, I'm awake.
oh my God. You get woken up to cherry pie and shit. You're like, what the fuck is going on here? Where is she?
Oh, literally like 6:30 in the morning. I have crapped my pants.
Dude, that's funny as hell, man.
Funny if the system of down is like, wake up! Starts...
I am.
Why don't you put a little makeup? I'm a guy.
You just change my pants first. Had that happen a couple of times when my parents were home. Like, forgot to turn it off for the weekend. It's a Saturday, and all of a sudden I wake up to the sound of the click power drain because it's on full blast. I've gotten used to this happening from time to time now, and like, oh shit, can I shut it off before it gets too loud? No, I couldn't. Then you gotta answer the question, why is it so loud? What were you doing?
Fucking vibing, man. Why are you killing my vibe, Dad?
I love parent questions like that.
You
Why
know
is it
it.
so loud? What were we doing? Masturbating.
Drugs?
Totally a masturbation thing.
No, the thing is like, as a parent myself, I ask these questions. I already know the fucking answer. I just want to see if they're going to lie to me or just be truthful. Because I was a kid. I know all the dumbass shit they're going to do because I did it all. What are you doing here? Drugs. All right. He went for it.
Well, and it was always funny because, like, you know, like, why is it so loud? This isn't the first time you've yelled at me for my music being too loud, whether it was a Walkman, this thing. I had a record player then, too. I collected LPs. Still do.
Little people?
No.
I thought you were talking little people like the little Weeblos. Because they wobble, but they don't fall down. That's a weird fucking collection item, dude.
You're a very strange man.
My brain works in mysterious ways.
U2, the band, wrote a song called Mysterious Ways. So.
Oh, yeah. Fuck Bono.
Oh, wait, sorry.
Yeah, there it is.
Thank you.
About damn
I'll
time.
be here again next week. Same bear place, same bear channel.
So,
SXZBear.
last thing I have to ask you guys is, do you take any supplements to sleep? Whether that be
Yes.
inhaled, eaten, suppository, whatever you got to do. Just like, do you do anything?
I take an enema twice a night.
I did say anally, didn't I? Suppository, yeah.
I take 10 milligrams of melatonin on work nights only, though.
Bitch, please, I take 2 and I'm fucking, that fucks me up. Yeah, you also can't metabolize fucking narcotics, can't you? Or you metabolize it too fast or whatever.
Over metabolize.
There you go.
Things.
Yeah.
I metabolize them faster than you should.
At an alarming rate. I bet anesthesia's a real bitch with you.
Yes.
This bitch bear be waking up in the middle. He's like, "Hey, what you doing in my intestines there, buddy? Hurry up."
When I had my wisdom teeth removed,
Yeah.
was the first time I was ever sedated. I had my wisdom teeth removed, and the last thing I remember was the radio that was playing, and it was oldies, it was Fleetwood Mac. I listened to a wide variety of music. We've covered this. I have a soft spot for classic rock, for sure. So the last thing I remember is that, and I was kind of like humming along to it while they had the laughing gas on me and were starting to administer the anesthetic. So like 3 days afterwards, I go to my bank. The lady at the bank is like, "You have a beautiful singing voice. Are you in choir?" And I am immediately freaked out. Like, when the hell have you ever heard me sing? No, I'm not in choir. What the fuck? That's when she proceeds to let me know that her daughter was having her wisdom teeth removed at the same time. I knew her. We go to school together. And I knew that she had her wisdom teeth removed the same day. Like, we've talked about this. They gave me the anesthetic, and it should have put me out for like an hour or so. I started coming back around after about 15, 20 minutes. And I started singing back along to the radio because I knew the song. This proceeded to happen 3 more times before finally the doc, and I mean, when I say singing, I mean the people in the waiting room where she was at heard me singing. The whole waiting room thought it was hilarious and was wondering what was happening, and they're literally having to explain that we have a gentleman under anesthetic for the first time, and we're having results that we weren't expecting. I was metabolizing it so fast that I would wake up semi-lucid, where the brain wasn't turned on, and I don't remember it, but I was awake enough that my brain functioned and recognized the songs. And so while they're trying to cut teeth out of my mouth, I start singing full volume.
Fuck yeah.
Eventually, Doc yells, "Cut the damn radio. We're not doing this anymore." I wake up then again, and to his horror, I make a comment that the radio's not playing and start singing my own song anyway. I asked for requests, apparently, and then just launched into something. So that
is the most Swiss shit that could happen, though.
When I got home, my mom had told me about the amount of anesthesia they gave me, which was good because, like, the first thing I did was take a leak. And it was like Hunter's orange and sank to the bottom of the toilet, wouldn't mix with the water. I thought I was dying.
Yeah, that's the anesthesia.
So I had a minor panic attack. And we ended up calling the doc, and he's like, "Hey, you basically just pissed out all the anesthetic we pumped in you." That's ridiculous. So yeah, no, that's.
Dude, you metabolized it so fast that you got home and pissed it out
in under 24 hours.
That is incredible. That shit would have probably put out
the amount they expected to give me throughout the whole surgery.
Yeah, the shit that could have put you out for normal. Like me, I would probably been out for a whole day. I metabolized that shit at a normal pace.
You could have tranked an actual bear for the amount they gave me.
Well, we're not actual bears.
Well,
what?
A larger bear.
Oh, okay, fair. So, like, not a bitch bear. Yeah. All right, so.
Tell us your sleep schedules.
Yeah, and then we'll tell you why you're wrong.
What's your weird sleep habit?
Yeah, if you got a weird one, let's hear it. Like, I'm sure there's some people that have to do weird shit. Like, I've heard people drinking warm milk. Like, fuck that.
That's gross.
If you're one of my 4-hour sleepers, give Swiss Bear a shout out.
Shout out Swiss Bear. All right. So from Doc, Fumpy, and Swiss, we will see you guys next time.
Goodbye, you fucks.
Thank you for listening to Sleuthcast. Catch the Bears every Friday. For more bear entertainment, follow the Bears on Spotify, iHeartRadio, Amazon Music, and on YouTube at SXZBear. For gaming content and live streams, catch the Bears on YouTube at SXZBear. Thank you for listening.